Okay, hello friends. How's it going? Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Let's see who's here. Holster, ODM, hello. Harry Smallwood, hello. Rue, hola. Fish Biscuit, hello. Fishy. Jishi, hello. Manigeek, hello. Hubert, Yum Cole, hello. Rufio. How's it going? Cool raffle today, by the way. Saw the caps. They look nice. Oh my god, Diego, you became giant or a very small ice cream? It's the you know the Trader Joe's hold the cones? It's one of those. They're pretty nice. They're pretty good. Double chocolate? No. It's like vanilla ice cream with chocolate chip. But the outside is chocolate wafer cone. And then or actually sugar cone, I guess. And just the outside is kind of covered in chocolate. If I recall correctly, he's 7 feet. That'd be crazy. I would say I'm not short, but I'm also not tall. I'm like super average, extremely average height. All right. So today we're going to be building the Photon from CannonKeys. Oh, sorry about that. This thing's a little off. I want something sweet and chocolatey now. Yeah, I want a dessert. So couldn't resist. It's in the freezer. I think I had confessed to buying a bunch of these like last week when I streamed. I was like, stop by Trader Joe's. Oops! Somehow bought like 3 boxes of these hold the cones. So if you hear gaming sounds in the background, that's my partner playing Overwatch. Photon these nuts. Okay. Let's unpack some of this stuff. So we got some foam, got our PCB. So I believe this is the board that I think the Manigeek built a while back. A bunch of people have built the Photon now. I was taking a look and Patty built one. I think they all come with the PC plate. But yeah, Patty built it, Merlin built it. CannonKeys themselves, they had a bunch of typing sound videos and stuff. You know, like clips, I guess. Manigeek, Alex Otos, Stacy, Keeb Noob. A bunch of people did. So, if you're looking for content, there's quite a bit. Let's see, we got stabs. We got a set of stabs tuned by Mech Merlin. Pretty cool. Got some cherry stabs, couple sets here. Then we got some gaskets and a battery. Gaskets, battery, because it enables ZMK wireless. Pretty cool. We can leave Merlin stabs here. I can tune some. It's no big deal. Don't know if I need this. We'll see. And we got our PCB. So PCB is kind of like a singular unit, no daughter board. It just has connector for the battery, This is the switch for, I assume, like wireless and stuff. Then USB-C port. Then I assume this is for the Bluetooth stuff, wireless. We do have a singular flex cut running through the middle. Kind of, I think the Vega had this, but if you know, the Photon is designed by AIO3, so you might feel like there are some familiar elements from the design, right? So anyway, pretty neat. Looks like we have fixed ANSI, centered, full touch caps lock, full backspace. We have an inverted top row here. I assume because of the hot swap sockets, the amount of space they take. And then the rest is just kind of standard ANSI. I think this is 625U for the bottom row. So 125s and 625s. And then we have our battery over here. So, alright, cool. Put a set of stabs separately. We got some extra screws. Don't think I need them right now, so put them aside for now. Foam, we can see actually. We could try foam if you guys want it. Stream before nightfall, yes. I know that I typically stream pretty late and on the weekdays especially, and on the weekends I try to do like more like afternoon, so it doesn't feel like I'm using all the evening time. Well, till you see the play, it'll definitely feel like deja vu. Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely reminiscent of the Vega. But yeah, that's kind of like what the case looks like. It's injection molded plastic. So it looks like that. Photon on one side over here. Has a small CannonKeys logo over here. It's actually kind of hard to notice it right away, but it's there. We have circular bump-ons, but very light, very light. So yeah. Is it because you're going to play Monster Hunter Wilds at night? All night? Oh no, I actually haven't played much Monster Hunter before. I tried playing MH4 before, like MH4U, and I didn't really get into it. So I never really ended up getting into Monster Hunter. I know there's people who really like it and play a lot of it. I never ended up really getting into it though. Weird to pick such a flex cut. The same goes for the screwless, considering that its PC will scratch easily. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how badly could you be like handling this that you will scratch it all the time? Like, you know, it's so light too. I don't know. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on your purpose, but I feel I genuinely like I see this a lot in the keyboard community when it comes to plastic cases, and people kind of, I feel like people overestimate how much like cases scratch. Like, yes, they scratch easily, but like, what kind of handling are you actually doing that you're scratching up your polycarb cases that much? I think that part is kind of wild to me, because I'm just like, I don't know, like, what are you guys doing? Just like throwing it? Like throwing it in the middle of like a bunch of like keychains and keys? Like, it's just gonna get keyed all over? Or like what are you doing? Like, it just goes on the desk, and then you just, you know, pick it up like this, and put it, you know, in the sleeve or something, even if it's minimal protection, and then you just put it in your backpack. Like, what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing that it requires so much care? But yeah, anyway, I feel like I see this a lot though in the community. People are like, oh yeah, it's gonna scratch up, oh, it's gonna get cracked, and I'm like, I've owned keyboards for a while, and I just don't get that much damage that quickly. But anyway, It's just a thought. I do think people overestimate it, or maybe people are just very picky, and so like even one scratch is like, oh, it's ruined. But I kind of expect things that I buy to eventually get some wear and tear. So if you need to like, you know, kind of like clean it up, you know, then you do it every so often. But yeah. All right, so we have a plate here. We have, looks like we already have gaskets already placed on the plate. So these are 4 long gaskets on the plate tabs here. I think, I'm assuming you can put some additional ones, but I think this is pretty good. So this is the top case, that's the bottom case, just the gasket support by this portion here in the case. And then the battery compartment over here. So right now, coworkers touching it, fair, but wouldn't you just tell your coworkers like, hey, be careful, or like, oh, don't go crazy with it? But I guess, I mean, I don't know. All right, so cable opening over here. So pretty straightforward. You would just like kind of put the battery in the compartment and then just close it up as it fits. Maybe easier ways to put it in the compartment itself, kind of friction fit, and then just put it into the case like that. That's a recommended gasket config. Yeah, right. So I was sent like some notes on this, but alas, we can take a look at that too. All right. So you know, the assembly is as simple as ever. We should be picking some switches. So we have a polycarb plate. We have a nice 1.6 millimeter hot swap PCB here. We got some foam if we want to put it. I got a variety of switches. Maybe we can start with, do you guys want like a cherry switch? Do you guys want like an HMX? Like I think I have some MX clears I can take out from another board, for example. Like if you want tactiles, I got some blush tactiles, some cotton candies if you want tactiles. I got some cherry mix blacks, of course. I think I have some OP blacks and some Gateron yellows as well. I'll tell you what some other people have done. So Patty Shinjin Wong did a build with QK01 switches, which are long pole 2-stage spring switches, linears. Merlin did linears, the IKEA colored switch. So like Gateron KS3 type switch. Then CannonKeys had one with GAT-X's, High Moose Sky linears, Thistle tactiles, Heartbeat silence. Then Manic Geek did a build with Clink Ink BTPV2 tactiles. I'm assuming some heavier tactiles perhaps. Then Alex did a build with Capybara switches, which are High Moo linears. Stacy Smash did a build with the B-Sun Punkshoe Melody Redux switches, which I think those are linears, right? Punkshoe Melody switches. I think that's right. Oh no, light tactile. Light tactile. Palm everything. Light tactile, palm everything. Long pole. Cool. And then I'm not sure what Keep Noob did. I didn't go through the entire bod, so I didn't catch the exact switch. Yeah. Light tactile, yes, light tactile. Maybe lightly colored, but light tactile. Yeah. There's always someone who will come by who haven't been told, and then you have stuff happen. Man, well, don't take the keyboards that you don't want mishandled by your coworkers then to work, I guess. You guys, and the way Rue sounds, like Rue saying we are Wolverines. It's like what? Like do people like go around and like, oh yeah, boy, I'm gonna scratch up your keyboard. Is this how it works? Remember when kids did that? They're like, I'm Wolverine. They would put on like pens between their fingers. makes me recall when I was a kid and people were like really into the Marvel stuff. Yeah. How delicate are the screw holes in this and polycarb keyboards? So yeah, sure, I can answer that. So for example, for this one, it has it has inserts, metallic inserts, so you pretty much won't really have issues with respect to screws on this, because basically these are actually replaceable. You can actually just replace this itself. If this ends up getting stripped or something, you can actually just take it off. It's actually like kind of like screwed into the plastic one there, so it's a separate part, so you can probably replace that. Obviously these are inserted already into the plastic, so I'm not sure if you can replace that. But yeah, there's metallic inserts on everything, on every pretty much every single screw that I can see here. That's it. There's only two screws here, and then 4 screws at the top and 4 screws at the bottom, and that's pretty much the case. So I don't think you would be too concerned over like longevity of that, or like wear and tear as much. Even with cases where like it's just the plastic, whether it's polycarb, ABS, or whatever, like I've seen cases where, like, you know, for you to strip it, you're either over tightening a bit too much, or you're applying it kind of at an angle and then applying a lot of torque into it. Usually that will also cause problems with, you know, you're basically re-stripping that part of the case, and so that might not work out very well. Yeah. Metallic inserts makes a difference in the long run, but I would say if you are a careful enough, like, and by careful enough I really mean like minimally careful, like you just don't over tighten your screws, I think you'll be fine for a long time. I mean, there's keyboards out there that are made of polycarb or ABS that don't have metal inserts, and they've lasted for a very long time. That's just because you just don't over tighten your screws. Mr. Kupo, hello. Be the Basado Elite streamer and do Cherry. We can do MX Clears. I do have some MX Clears in this. Remember the Ola Mini keyboard that we did? I think I built that with MX Clears, and I still have them in here. So we can take some from here. I think I still have some left over from before. Yeah, here's some more. I think I should be enough, but we can see if I have enough switches. Let me see. I think this was hot swap, so it should be easy. This takes the switches off from here and go from there. If not, like, we can always do like on the alphas primarily, and then the mods we can just do something else or something like that, you know, something fun perhaps. What's a keycap set that got away for you? I have a few keycap sets that I personally wish I bought before that I never did. I actually have a little like list of keycap sets that I would like. One of the sets that I didn't buy before that I wanted was GMK Miami. Classic red alphas I don't have. I have classic red, but I don't have red alphas. I kind of wanted that, but I mean, there is Crimson Cadet though, so I'm okay. But I do like classic red just as a classic icon text look. What's that set called? GMK First Love is another set that I really like, that I didn't end up getting. What else? GMK Toxic is another set that I wanted, and when it was cheap I didn't buy it because I had a lot of other sets. But GMK Toxic is a set I really like as well, like with the entire like row and everything, the stripe. I think GMK Toxic's a cool set that I don't have that I wish I had. What else? I sometimes think of GMK like Vice Knights or Tokyo Knights. I think they can be pretty nice, but I do have Miami Knights, so I'm kind of like okay on black base sets, to be honest. Where it's like when people talk about, I think GMK Midnight Rainbow, it's pretty similar to Hander Bite, the night version of the Hander Bite. That one's also kind of similar to that, so I don't really think too much about that, but sometimes I think it looks cool in certain settings. But I don't think about that one much. I think, yeah, Toxic, First Love, Classic Red, Red Alphas are some of the sets that I probably think about every so often. Yeah. Okay, so we have some clears here. I think I have some more, but for now, let's kind of go with this and go from there. So let's prep some stabs. Do you hear about GMK Gargalon? Nice, nice. Okay, so we need shift, backspace, enter, spacebar, spacebar, spacebar. Okay. And so 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and we can put the extras. When is GMK GB running? Where's my guy Taylor is G, who was gonna run the transparent GMK IC, aka GMK GB, aka GMK Calcium, which got canceled. That was the set of the year that we were all looking forward to, I think. Are you looking forward to NRD Oku? Did you get one? I did not. I am currently not looking forward to it in the sense that I am not looking to purchase one. I have tried the Kaze and it's pretty nice. I have not tried an Oku or seen it like in real life. It looks cool though. I've seen some photos of people with Oku and it looks good. That's it. I prefer 60% to 65s, so I personally didn't really look into it. I think if it had been a 60, I might have been interested because the aesthetics looked really cool. I like that, like what is that, like that opened part on the bottom and whatnot. They look pretty cool. I guess what do people call that, like that, like tunnel thingy. Voyeur window. Okay, well, that's an interesting name. If it was a 60, there wouldn't have been a top right blocker. Yeah, there is that too. Yeah, I think it would have looked cool as a maybe like an HKB 7U HKB. I think that might have been kind of neat. But yeah, I didn't worry too much about it because it was a 65. And yeah, top right blocker is okay. I think it looks nice on the 910, and like I feel like it's cool enough on the 910, and that's fine. I don't really like I'm not like, wow, top right blocker, the coolest thing ever. I just don't really think about it too much. There are a lot of good sets running or upcoming at the moment. Future Funk, DCS Cafe, Alt GR, Black and Gold, Green Alert, and Led Zeppelin. Wait, I thought Green Alert is different from the Verdant Retro that's currently running. Also, yeah, Black and Gold is kind of neat. I wish it were. I think that's not text plus icon, right? I think it's icon only. I actually don't remember. Future Funk is a nice set. Led Zepp is pretty cool too, but I think the only thing that stops me from getting Led Zepp, aside from already having an R1 set, is the fact that it doesn't have an R5 kit. It would have been it would have been nice if Led Zepp had an R5 kit, because I would have just bought that. But yeah, it's a shame it doesn't. It's kind of a bummer, to be honest. Do you have GMK chocolate here? I do. Lots of R5 comments, but no go. Yes, so the reason for no R5 was because Thesis Camper, the original designer of Led Zepp, did not want to replace R4 to R5 in the base kit, right? Like, that was one of his conditions, sort of. And they weren't, like, you know, MC, what's his name, MC or something like that. Him and Thesis Camper were not very confident about an R5 kit hitting MOQ, I think, and so it basically just got vetoed out. Yeah, MC times 4. But yeah, I think they vetoed the idea of R5 kit because they didn't think it was gonna hit MOQ as a separate R5 kit. Like, I think GMK Phantom might have been the last, one of the last few sets recently that had an R5 kit separate from the base. And that one, like, I feel like it only hit MOQ because it was run through, was it Novel Keys? Right? I think Handar Beige also had it, but that was like a, pandemic-ish set, I think. Or I actually don't remember. It ran twice, right? Handar Beige had like two phases, if I recall. Green Alert got R5, but it's in the base, right? Isn't that in the base kit? Can you fix a Razer Huntsman V3 Pro analog switches broke 2 keycaps? Depends, yeah. I guess would have to assess what the problem is, but I can't. I mean, if it's broken keycaps, then you can just get new keycap set. But if it's the switches, then yeah, all you need to do is just replace the switches. Pretty easy. Could be fixed. Yeah, Handar Beige failed the first run. Yeah, right. Yeah, in Beige, I'm sorry. R5 in base is very different from R5 in separate kit. R5 separate modifier kit is like kind of like Bingsu, Handar Beige, and Phantom R2, I think, had R5 kits. Very, very different, because you need that to hit MOQ independently from the rest. And it's expensive. You're basically buying 2 sets of modifiers, of which you only use 1, primarily. So, yeah, very, very different. Hello, Unk. What's up, Lamp? How are you? How's your weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Is the switch where the plastic connects to the keycaps? Where the switch connects to the keycaps? Oh, so do you have the stem basically stuck in the keycap? I mean, it could be removed with care, but you know, that switch needs to be replaced. Yes? Yeah. Yeah, you would have to replace that that switch. Yeah, it's fixable. It's fixable, but possible that it's a little bit of work to take out the stem from the cap if you broke it. You know, you need to like dig it out. Chongak, hello, Logan. How are you? Mr. 1L Ogan Choi. Mr. I'm supposed to be very busy, but I'm also doing keyboards. It's okay. The world is a messy place right now. Sorry, no, not the world. The U.S. is a messy place right now. So I guess maybe even that it helps you. What do you have for lunch? Had dim sum. It was good. Had what do we have? We had changfan with beef. We had the tofu skin with veggies. We had pork rib, chicken feet, turnip cake or radish cake rather. What else? Tofu fa, the tofu dessert thingy. Dim sum rich? No, there's one in my neighborhood. It's really good, actually. It's legit. It's pretty good. It's priced pretty okay, actually. It's not cheap, but it's also not like ridiculous. I think it was fair. Actually, like at the end of the meal, like it was basically priced the same as like a regular meal at other places. So it was priced pretty well, and I was full. So Mada. Dane. Make American dim sum again. You don't have I mean, what? You're in Boston though. You should have dim sum. I remember visiting. I mean, so I had a friend who went to Boston College, BC, and also some friends at BU. And I would visit like every year when I was in college, and I would always have dim sum every time I went with my friends. So you have no excuse. I eat it all the time. Oh, okay, yeah. You don't see the vision lamp. Open your third eye. Drive-through dim sum? No way. Wasn't busy enough. Needed the extra challenge. Okay. Too good. Logan. Dika, would you like to build a fearless? I have no idea what it is, but sure, yes. I would like to build a fearless fearlessly. Assuming it's okay. Yeah. I had halal food though. Life is so good. Yummy. It was 51 this morning. Now it's snowing. Yes, Slamp. It was. So we went out to eat lunch / walk outside, and we're like, oh yeah, it's 17 degrees Celsius, which is like what? Is that the 50s, 60s weather? And then, you know, walk out in like a t-shirt and like jeans, and it's so windy, super windy. It actually felt like 10 degrees, 12 degrees lower than it said. And we're like, okay, guess gonna go back and get a jacket. So yeah, it did not feel warm, even though temperature-wise it was supposed to be warm. So windy today. I'm old cranky gatekeeper about my dim sum. I'm a conservative dim summer. Yeah, dim sum is supposed to be that sit down 2-hour long experience. You get food from the carts or whatever, and then you sit down and eat it, and then you sip on tea for like the next hour and goss about life. I mean, the post food tea is the best part. I'm surprised how little restaurants are out in there in Boston. What do you mean little? Little as in size, or there's too few of them? Like too like small number of them. Boston's a pretty small city, relatively. It's kind of widespread in terms of like if you consider all the like outside of Boston proper, like yeah, it seems bigger if you follow along the Charles and whatnot, but it's technically Boston's a pretty small city. Too few and low variation. Is that true, Lamp? Would you agree with that? Would you think that Boston has too few and low variation? I think the Boston food scene is okay. I mean, you can't compare it to New York though, or like LA. Like you cannot compare those two places. Boston cannot be compared to big cities like that. It's not a big city. It's well known. It's a well-known city, but it's not a big city. It's an expensive city, but it's also not a big city. All Bostonians will redact before we share a restaurant name. This is actually true though. Like when I would visit, we would go to a certain like pho place, right? But I feel like I always saw the same people in it, including the group I would go with. Always the same people. Feel like if I asked, like if I were somebody else and asked those friends, like, hey, can you recommend me a place where I could have pho after a night of drinking? They would be like, oh yeah, go to that other place across the street from the one that we actually go to. Because there's a line, you know? So they can line up. We can go to the one we like because we don't have to line up. And we're regulars, so. I mean, usually, you know, places like that move pretty fast. But even then, you don't want to spill the beans. You know, you want to share all those secrets because then you run out of good options. And that's tragedy. Yeah, you can share. Sharing is fine. You can only do it at a limited extent. Cause Boston's not a big city. That's what it is. You don't want all the people going to the same places. Toronto has the best dim sum. Toronto has better Chinese food in general than 95% of the United States, I would argue. Like, yeah. Oh, I should edit that build command. But yeah, no, Toronto has better Chinese food than most of the US. Almost certainly. I've gone a few times now, and I'm convinced that Toronto has better Chinese food than a lot of the US. Yes, Kupo. Because our Chinatown is world renowned. Yeah, it's like it's not just like Chinatown per se, like Vin Keys. You go to like Markham, you go to like North York, right? You go to other places, and they're everywhere, dude. And they're super big, super good. They're something else. The food there is like, oof, really good. Yeah, really good food in Toronto. Like, super good. I at first I was like a little bit like, oh, I'm not sure, but I'm convinced it's amazing. I never have a bad time eating in Toronto. It's very rare. It's very good. All right, let's try no foam for this build first. I think people might want to hear it first. Also, I think the thing about Toronto is that, like, in terms of like melting pot of cultures, like immigrants and whatnot, there's like a lot of diversity. Like, it's not just Chinese. So you can definitely find a lot of good food from many different cuisines. Do you see something? The museums remind me of road trips down to Yongpyeong to ski. Yeah. I got that Korean city pop vibe going right now. I'm only second generation as well. Oh no, why don't you look in the bin over here? No, you can't use that. Because it needs the different. Okay, hold on. I need to help my partner find something. No. It's in there. In the. Is it here? Huh? Yeah. Oh. You need something to plug in? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Streamer, I'm back. Just had to help with finding something. Hello. Wait, I feel like these are not the switch bag that I was looking at before. Wow, here. These are from the same batch. Currently cleaning a Suisei R2. Oh, cool. I remember seeing photos of that one. I think Alex posted them. Looked nice. It's a nice color. Alright, let's try the stabs first real quick. Just a light blue one. That's a nice color on that board. How do you get that plushie tiger on the shelf? You mean, can I even reach for you to see? But yeah, the one all the way up there. I mean, just use the step ladder. I'm not that tall. Okay. Doesn't seem to tick. That's good. How is John Dorian? His name is Jose Diego Luis Escobar Martinez de Guanajuato. Named by Mr. Gam. Also author of Gam Radio. Oh, do you win it at a fair or something? No, no. Chat bought it. This was on a stream back in like 2020 or 2021. We were like browsing. We ended up browsing Amazon for a reason, and someone linked basically the listing for the for Tiger plush, and the funny part was that the listing had like these kid models like on the photos for like the stock photos for the product, right? And they looked miserable hugging the tiger, and we were like, we need to rescue the tiger as well. And so chat made me buy one, and it arrived in a 7-foot box, and that's how JD's been around since. Free JD. My SO and I went out to a Guaylo Chinese food place because they got recommended on the Michelin guide and it was so mid. We should have just gone to a cheap local place instead. Yeah. You should go to... You should have gone to some other places. I think one of the places that I've gone to a couple of times is called U Seafood. It was really good. I think they're in Markham, right? Yeah, they're in, is it technically Richmond Hill? Might be technically Richmond Hill. Markham? I think it's Markham. No, I think it's Markham. It's really good. But that's a spot that we would go when I visit. Okay. You high-key have a Kanto accent when pronouncing Kanto foods? Haha, it's dope. Oh, so actually there's a reason for it. It's because I did learn a teeny bit of Kanto from a few friends. So I had a few friends in college who did this thing called, we call it a student, like it technically is called a student forum, like by the university, but basically it was like a way for students to teach other students, like as part of, like for credit. And I took like, you know, I took it because it was like some friends I knew who were teaching it, and I took it, and I learned a tiny bit. Actually, the main reason I learned was because I also wanted to know the food. So yeah, I was more interested in that for sure. So that was a big reason for it. Looking for some tweezers and I don't know where it is. Melissa and Doug Tiger lifelike plush stuffed animal. Yes, that's the listing for JD's brothers and sisters. That's correct. I remember the Melissa and Doug plushies. I don't know. This one has a bent pin. I can't unbend it. You see food and you eat food. Nice. Okay, so these switches have 62 gram springs, TX films, and lube with 205. So a pretty standard cherry spring swap lube combo. So what kind of canter do you learn? The SFW kind or the NSFW kind? Mostly the SFW kind, because it was technically like, you know, kind of like textbook type education. So we know we did those like speaking exercises and stuff where you like do like a little skit pretending to order food at a restaurant or introducing your relative or something. You know what I mean, right? So I don't really know too much of too many bad words. Not safe for work can't is wild. Yeah, I know. I know that when I'm watching a movie or something, I hear like so many, like, obviously people are cursing like sailors all the time, and you can kind of tell. Well, no, you can not you can you can tell. My bad. Super wholesome though. Student exchanges, I miss it. Yeah, I do miss college years for sure. It was fun. Fun times. Okay. Never too late to go back for your second PhD. Oh God, stop it. Stop that madness. Keeps Club. Oh God. Oh dear. School is forever. You can always learn though, that's for sure. Alright, these are done. I guess I can just test them right away, right? So lights up. Pretty nice. How am I don't know how it's supposed to work. Am I supposed to press something to switch it from? Hold on, I need to know the there's a keybind for switching from wire to wireless, I think. What is it? Photon. Switch. Back switch turns on the battery. Switch in the middle, battery off. Okay, so like that. And then rightmost. Keyboard control layer. So how does it work? Gonna go eat. Have a great stream. Oh, have a good meal. Okay. FN key. Rightmost bottom row key before the space bar is the FN key. Rightmost bottom row before the space bar. So this one. And then. Okay. And then I guess I can always just. Oh, driver error. Oh, that's why. Can I remove it and re-add it? I think I can. Okay, cool. Photon. Okay, connected. Again, I'm getting a driver error. Okay, so I have some kind of driver problem. My computer's been having some driver issues lately, and I don't know why. It's happened since like a few months back. Let's check my device manager. I might just not have the driver for this specific controller. Okay. Universal USB hub, USB controllers. Oh yeah, yeah, I definitely have some no driver for it, but I don't know which one is supposed to be the right one. It shows up, but yeah, it does say it has some driver issue. Okay, I'm not sure about the drivers. I'll maybe just ignore it for now. We'll just type on it without actually typing into the screen. But I think it's just a driver thing. I just need to install the right one, but I'm not sure which one it is. So I'll ask CannonKeys about that later. I think the others didn't have issues, so it's probably just my computer. I mean, almost likely that it is because I've had issues with drivers recently. So let's see. So I think all you have to do with this is just plug it in. Just gotta make sure the orientation of this is correct. So, oh, there's only one way it goes. So just plug it in like that. Yeah, worked fine on my rig. Yeah, it's probably my issue with it. So. And just goes up like that, and gotta get the screws. Use at my gaming desk as well. Oh, okay, yeah, it's probably just me. I don't know. I definitely have had some driver related issues in the past few months, so it's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Okay, so there goes that, and just put it into the case. Can you help me decide if it should be top mount alu or PC with browns? A lot of people will probably say PC. Top mount? I mean, browns with alu is also okay. It's pretty good. But I think a lot of people do prefer tactiles with softer plates, like polycarb. Like MX clears, MX browns with softer plates. Some people also like tactiles with plates that will like accentuate the sound a little bit more. Like carbon fiber tends to do a bit of that. Mostly due to the nature of like just the carbon fiber material itself, like it seems to accentuate switch sounds a bit more. So people also like tactiles with carbon fiber if that's an option. Yeah, I would say PC. PC is probably a good first choice to try, and if you don't like it, then you can always try switching to alu. It really depends on the switch, yeah. But I've heard people talk about MX browns with polycarb for a while, and I've tried both, and they're both pretty good in their own right. Okay, that's it's all built. So I don't know what keycaps I'm gonna put on this. What should I do? Super light. This weighs like nothing. This probably weighs like less than a pound. Kind of curious. Let's see. This weighs Yeah, just over a pound. 1 pound and 1 ounce. We're right before keycaps, so 480 grams. Maybe with keycaps, just over half a kilo. Really light. Pretty much a perfectly fine portable board. Good to take around places. Alright. I guess I'll choose some keycaps. Let me see. Maybe I'll do some. What am I feeling? What about we try some GMK? Not sure. Maybe like I have deep field, which could be interesting. I also have let's see. I mean, I have so many sets that we can try. What other ones could be good that I'm kind of feeling like trying? Oh, Cosmos. I don't have Cosmos on me, so I don't have that. Oh, I think someone. Oh wait, did somebody else redeem? I think I saw a redeem. Hold on, let me check. I thought I saw one. I might have missed it. Where's my dashboard? Dashboard. Oh yeah, Harry Smallwood chose a DCS set. DCS. We can try Solarized Dark or WOB. Let's do that. Try DCS. Soul Dark maybe. All right, DCS Soul Dark. Got it right here. Space bars. The board really looks good with blue for some reason. Maybe it's because of the because it's like smoke colored, so it's not like pure black, right? Probably, right? But yeah, DCS sounds good. Let's try it. Hello there, Funky. How are you? Let's see, short shift, arrows. First, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Rest yet. DCS does seem to sound good with tactiles and like polycarb like this, like these MX clears, polycarb, no foam. Like this build, I think might sound pretty nice, pretty crisp. I feel it's probably what it's gonna be. When the artisan being a zoom cap or an alpha keycap. Okay. Very specific. Sure. Oh, this set is a little shined up already. Didn't use it for a bit. Okay, I think I don't have the 1.25U mods here. I think it's in the other bag. Don't see them. And shipped. Yeah, okay. Caps lock. Code. A little novelty. Should be enough. Let's see. Control. Maybe we'll do the little novelty like cap, and then Alt graph, and maybe this one again. Okay. Then backspace here. Backspace. Okay, that's pretty good. Does Kiwi like to snuggle on people or no? Like sleep on your body or lap? I would say often, no. I would say he prefers to have his own, like, his own space, generally. Like, he'll come and sit around on the desk or on, like, the bed or, like, the couch, right? But I don't think he tends to, like, go for, like, sitting on the lap or whatever. Like, sometimes he'll, like hang out in the couch and, like, he'll, like, lean. But I would say that he's not, like, that's not his, like, first choice, if there's one way to put it. Yeah. Okay, let's try some of these caps. Let's see, we said we wanted something that was an alpha keycap. It's like dark blue though, right? Let me see, maybe something like this will work. I'm not sure actually. Maybe this one instead. One that's an alpha keycap. We can try the Aussie keycaps here. Alpha keycap, alpha keycap, alpha keycap. You can try this watcher as well. Let me get an alpha or zoom that has colors close to this. I'm not sure what I have. Yeah, these ones don't seem too close. Let me find it. I'm pretty sure I had something bluish. I just don't know if I might have it on a board. I think I have that one cap. Give me a sec. Okay, so you mentioned that that zoom cap, but I have the tut for it. Probably works. We can put it on this cape, so it's like a little accent over the rest, and then we can put these guys on the other slots. Have a watcher, and then we have nice little sky cloud blink. You got these Aussie caps, like that, something like that. Something more colorful on this side, something more neutral on the other, perhaps. That's pretty good. Okay, so we can try this out. I do have like the driver issue, so it's not gonna really type, but I can just put on like a bunch of words on my screen, so I can just type random stuff. So let me just go ahead and do that. You can see it from the side as well if you want. That's what the board looks like. I'll remove this one out of the view so that it's not that distracting. Short stream? Yeah, I mean it's a quick build because it's a hot swap. Switch is pretty quickly decided, and generally a pretty quick build. Just 4 quick stabs, and very easy to build. Injection molded case with PCB and plate, and you just pop them in, and that's it. It's super easy. 8 screws, super simple. But yeah, I guess I can plug it in just for fun. Not that it's actually pairing, but let's see. Just pull up something random. Okay, that probably works. Aside from the material, how different is it to the Vega? So we can kind of show it. So like aesthetics wise, it's strikingly similar. You know, that's what it looks like. And it uses 4 long gasket strips. They are here, 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 here. You get some optional gaskets that you can place. I think the Vega was like that, right? Actually, I don't remember the exact like differences, or rather like the exact things on the Vega. It's been a while since I've seen a Vega. So let me actually open up AIO3 Vega. Need to look at the construction again. Like, you know, no weight. Let's see. Where are the gasket locations? Preparing the case. Yeah, so really similar. Like, also has 8 screws for the, yeah, and then has 4 long tabs lining top, bottom, and then sort of like the middle, like on the spacebar area, there's also like gaskets that you can optionally put there. On the Vega like build guide, you know, they recommend it, but then there's like all these other gaskets that they put. But I guess the only difference would be that generally speaking, the Vega builds that we've seen have a lot of gaskets, but this one, you know, you can live with just 4 long ones, top and bottom, and it's good enough. Obviously, weightless aesthetics. Honestly, like dimension wise, it's really similar. Really similar. A little bit more curved, I feel. But other than that, like, you know, some optimizations for injection mold. You get this little like cherry kind of lip, you know. But yeah, like it's still gasket mount, like, you know, too long here, and then, you know, screwless type mounting. I mean, not mounting, but case attachment. So yeah, it's kind of similar in many regards. I think it definitely takes a lot of the cues from it, and then went off to kind of like reevaluate it for the purpose of injection mold. So, hey Lightning, hey chat, where's that lovely clear Limo cable from? This is back when Space Cables was still active, so I actually got this as a custom made cable from Space Cables back when they're still active. Unfortunately, they're not anymore. There are other people who make Limo cables though. Dispatch Cables makes Limo. I'm not sure if they make I'm not sure if Dispatch Geo has Lindy stuff. For a while Lube Switches had Lindy stuff, but Lube Switches, I can't in earnest, you know, I can't really suggest that you should order from Lube Switches. So I don't know who else offers Lindy at this point. Do you guys know of any other folks that offer Lindy? Pretty sure I've seen Dispatch make Lindy. Oh, okay. So maybe Dispatch Geo still has Lindy, but you know, a choice to make. But yeah. Okay. So I guess we can try typing on this for now. Just to... Is this playlist available somewhere? I can just link it in the chat. Share, copy link, paste. There. All right. So let's try it out. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Yeah. Okay. So we have a AIO3 designed CannonKeys Photon. This is an injection mold 65% from CannonKeys. Currently on their website, this starts at $89 US for the kit, if I recall correctly. And a bunch of other people have built it. This is injection mold polycarbonate case with matched here smoke colored polycarbonate plate. You know, it's supposed to be also be able to type wireless, has a battery inside, it's gasket mount, and you know, currently with 65U bottom row and ANSI, and you can also buy like an encoder kit and so on and so forth. Different plates, alu, FR4, carbon fiber. There's you know, case and plate foam as well, and whatnot. So you know, you can kind of start at 89 US and then go further. But yeah, pre-order is live right now. I think it ends pretty soon, this coming week. And it ships around May/June, and there are 4 different colors: clear, black, teal, and coral. Obviously, like kind of like frosted colors with pretty chunky battery, and yeah, so you are able to use it in wireless or wired. And currently built with Cherry MX clears on this polycarbonate plate, and we currently have 0 foam in the case or plate, and yeah, currently with DCS Solarized Dark. All right, let's try it out. Is this rubbing in the case? Maybe I assembled it and the... Actually, I'm not sure if I can move this slightly. I think it kind of felt like it was rubbing, right? Did it sound like it was rubbing? Did it sound like the gasket, I mean like the switch was rubbing a little? I wasn't sure. I'm gonna double check that, okay? The chassis is bouncing. Oh. I might have tightened the screws without checking that the alignment was proper. So let me just double check real quick. Kind of sounded like the spacebar was rubbing just at the very edge, right? I might be imagining things, but maybe it's the mic being sensitive to it. So let me just see if I can scoot it up a little bit. The bottom also kind of too tight now, I think. Maybe the spacebar gasket might help. Yeah, maybe. No, I actually just think I just let it down a little too far to the front of the case, because I didn't pay too much attention here. But yeah. Okay, that definitely scooted over a little bit. So I think the plate was just too far down in the case. Yeah. Should be better. Yeah, that's better, I think. So yeah. Kiwi triceps scar coming along nicely. It'll be there permanently, I think. Alright, let's try this again real quick, just to compare. Alright. Alright, so what do you guys think? Pretty good, right? Alright, let's go through the mods. Here are the mods. That enter sounds deep. And alphas. Why do the switches sound scratchy? Because that's the nature of the switches. This is Cherry MX clears. Browns, and also Cherry MX in general will tend to sound a lot scratchier than, let's say, I mean, you can compare it. Like, we can, you know, we'll do a quick switch comparison, and it's gonna be a pretty big difference, right? Like, if you, let's say, like, I take out this middle switch here, and use JWK like tactile, right? Vastly different. Yeah, they just sound different. But yeah, Cherry MX switch plus tactiles definitely will sound scratchier. So definitely, for some reason, these Cherry switches sound kind of like deep in pitch with DCS caps here. Sounds really nice, actually. I actually expected worse, in the sense that it would sound a little like kind of like higher pitch and a little bit more irritating sounding, but I actually like the sound of DCS with tactiles on this. Like, it sounds pleasant, because if you're just kind of typing a lot more chill, you know, like you're just like right? I think it sounds pleasant. It's like a nice work keyboard type of sound. That's it. You know, it's a nice and light, very light case. So if you take a look at it, it's just super light. This is like maybe 500 grams, so like 1 pound and some in weight. So really light. That's what it looks like. Photon on the left side here, or I guess right. Little CannonKeys logo over here. There's the battery. You can see it from here. You guys get the metal inserts for screws. PCB is visible. But yeah, injection molded polycarb case. If this had come out before the Bauer Light, low-key, I think I'd rather have gotten this. Fair. The Bauer Light and this are definitely a little different. Yeah. I mean, layout wise, to begin with, the Bauer Light kind of forces you to have that the two-side blocker layout, right? So if you actually have a preference for layout like this traditional, this more like typical 65% layout, this might be more apt for that. Also, I think the Bauer Light also has different typing angle, right? Yeah, they're both nice boards. I mean, I do actually have a Bauer Light right here. This is the Bauer Light over here. I actually have it right here. This one has this is nice PBT Type T, I think, and Vertex V1 switches. But yeah, a little different. The build itself looks a little different too. So the Bauer light over here, you can kind of see also because, so the Bauer light has screws that kind of go from the bottom, right? You have these individual screws that, like, you know, fasten from the bottom. You actually see the screw positions from the top. So for some people, if the clear casing is a thing, like for you, like it matters to you, and seeing these circles like kind of puts you off, like the Bauer light definitely will suffer from that problem. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, different. For some reason, I'm missing a bump on here. I don't know why. Maybe it came off in the process of moving around, but don't mind. But yeah, different aesthetics for sure. Like the Bauer light is actually slightly bigger. Slightly bigger. It's like thicker. It's like bigger. The bezels are also much bigger on the Bauer light. So it's a matter of aesthetics primarily, I think. Very different, like kind of like low angle feeling, whereas the Photon has more of a standard 65% with like a slightly steeper angle. Also bezels have more like classic thinner sides, thicker top and bottom. This has a little cherry lip as well. Yeah, but yeah, they're both solid boards. Slightly heavier, the Bauer light actually. Slightly heavier keyboard. Not by much, by the way. Like the weight difference is fairly minimal, I think. And yes, it does not have, the Bauer light does not have wireless, if I recall correctly. So, so here you get, you know, see, did it zero out? Yeah, it zeroed out. So this is right now 550. Oh wow, 550 exactly. And then this one is slightly heavier, I'm pretty sure, 650. So 100 gram difference, right? 100 gram difference is not much, honestly. So different keycaps, different switches, different everything. But you know, 100 grams is not something that you'll be like overly concerned about, I think. So very different. But yeah. The Photon definitely has a lot going for it, especially with the wireless. That's pretty nice. It's very easy to build. Literally just pop in stabs, pop in switches, put it in the case, gaskets, you're done. Not to mention, all of these boards are going to be built with simplicity in mind, but Photon definitely is, like at its core, it's just really easy. The switch in the back is actually kind of nice, like because it's pretty proximal to the USB. It's pretty easy to like approach the cable or approach the switch, right? For switching between like battery mode or not, right? Like this is, I think that's like, you know, like one way to power on the battery, to not power it on, to keep it on wired mode. There's like 3 positions. I think the middle one is the one for wired and battery off. But nifty to have it here in the back, kind of out of the way. Doesn't get really, you know, doesn't get seen otherwise. So it's a nice board. I think that for portability aspects and the whole like wireless thing, this is pretty good. So have you watched good anime recently? Recently I'm watching ReZero, I'm watching Solo Leveling, a few other things. I was gonna start what's that, Zen Shu or something like that, and I was gonna watch a few other shows as well. Link Click, I'm also watching, pretty good. What else am I watching? Danmachi, I'm also watching. Okay, now let's play Wilds. I've never played it, so I have to check. I saw that the installation is huge for it. Anyway, here is the Photon. All right. So I just watched the AOT movie today. Oh my god, I have not caught up with anything related to Attack on Titan for a long time. It's been a while now since I've caught up with anything related to AOT. Yeah. I think your face cam went offline. No, I purposely turned it off for the thumbnail. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Clicked on it twice. Yeah. There it is. Oops. Is this on manual? No. It's just in the way. There we go. So there it is. Artisans, Ritual Master, Nightcaps, Ozzy, and Alpha. Sounds pretty nice with clears. It's a nice build. I think clears with the polycarb was a pretty good pick. Yeah. Obviously from the overhead you see this light, which is kind of annoying when it's like charging, I think. But yeah. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it for the build, right? If you guys have any other questions and other things. When are you leaving again? Mid-March. Mid-March. So, yeah, I guess you should not be expecting me to do many builds in March because I'll be mostly away for it. Another build. I do have a Philco TKL rebuild to do at some point pretty soon. That's for a community member. So I'll be doing that this coming week, most likely. There are some other boards coming through that at some point I'll get to check out and build. I think CannonKeys is releasing a new board pretty soon too. So they said they would be sending. Oh, something went out. There we go. It's back. And then I think for now I haven't really heard of any other stuff. But then again, it might also be because I'm going to be away for a bit. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Try to enjoy all parts of your trip equally. Please enjoy these fun facts of your outie equally. Yes. We watched the latest episode of Severance and very shook emotionally. I'm in great emotional turmoil. Yes, it was crazy. What was that cool post that I saw? Where is it? But yes, very shook, thoroughly impacted. Okay. I'm super curious what your theories are. There's a lot. We can talk about them in my server if you want to join in and talk about it in spoilers, like with spoilers. But yeah, there's a lot of running theories, right? And a lot of like literary parallels that people have been drawing. Like people talk about like certain complexes, you know, about the company seeming like a certain type of figure, or like certain character being like a certain type of figure, and kind of like doting on others in some certain ways that is very like consistent throughout the entire show. There's been some really cool theories, but it's the implications of this past episode were also like Whoa. I mean, I think plot aside, the episode was shot so well. It was so cool. The transitions were like beautiful, impeccable. I'm using big words now for real, but yeah, it was a delightful episode. But they've been fun. They've been fun to watch. I've been enjoying Severance quite a lot. I'm not gonna spoil anything to anybody, so I'll just leave it at that. If you haven't started watching Severance, you should. It's a very good show. There's like 3 episodes left to this season 2. So, and I guess I'm gonna guess there's gonna be maybe a season 3, because it would be too soon, I think, to finish season 2, and that's it. But yeah, it's been very fun. It's been very fun. Okay, I guess we'll wrap it up at that, shall we? Is there anybody streaming right now? I actually don't think I saw anybody streaming in the past bit. I checked at the beginning when I started, and then I don't think I saw anybody. Let me see. Nope, I don't think so. Kiwi Kang is streaming MHW. So let me quickly take a look at what he's up to. Is he actually? Oh, he is. You guys wanna bother Kiwi? Kiwi, not my cat, but Kiwi Kang. Let's go bother him. Alright, friends. I'll wrap it up here, but this was the Photon. Pretty nice build. I think MX Clear was a fun choice. I didn't see other people build with Cherry MX, so this was nice. I think it sounds pretty good without foam, so I don't think it really needs it, but you know, if you want that extra thocky sound, you can always do plate foam and case foam. But let's wrap it up at that. Alright, folks, let's go raid Kiwi Kang. Again, thank you everyone. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys soon again with the Philco TKL build that's coming up. That should be either this weekend or this coming week, but that'll probably be the last stream in a bit, most likely. So, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your weekend and enjoy your Saturdays or Sundays. Take it easy. Bye bye.